Hey again. Good morning. It's Sunday and I am leaving the UPS store and going to Walmart. This is exciting. I am running errands all over the place today. It has been, it's a beautiful day today. First of all, it was really foggy first thing this morning. It was very foggy, but the fog lifted and the clouds cleared out and now it's nice and sunny. It's beautiful. It's, there's a dead bird. 45 degrees. It feels really good. The sun feels so nice. You know, in the wintertime you go out and it's been cloudy and gross for a few days, but then the sun comes out. It feels so good on your face. You know, it's just so nice to have sunshine. I'm always so grateful that I don't think I'd ever take that for granted. I love it when the sun comes out after it's been yucky for a few days. And around here in the wintertime, you just end up with that uniform gray cloudiness, and it lasts for days. It would just go on for days and days, and it's so depressing. And maybe it's me, I don't know, but this time of year, when I'm out, it doesn't matter where I am. You know, I could be over in the Arboretum where everything is actually kind of nice. Everything just looks kind of dirty this time of year. Like, I'm outside and, it doesn't matter where you are. Just look around. Everything just looks kind of dirty. I don't know what I mean by that, but everything just looks kind of dirty for some reason. It's depressing. So when the sun does come out, I'm always happy to see it. Like, thank God. Oh, this is wonderful. Shit, we're supposed to have thunderstorms on Tuesday. Supposed to get up to 60 and thunderstorms. What the heck? What? I don't know. Yeah, they said we were going to have a wet winter. I don't know. So far, it's been kind of average. Of course, winter has barely begun. Train tracks. Jesus, they've gotten bad again. Okay. Whew, that's always an experience. I got to go to Walmart. I got to get tissues, Kleenex. I don't know where you live, but where I live, tissues, like facial tissues, we just refer to them as a Kleenex. My mom always pronounced it Kleenex. Kleenex. I need a Kleenex. Give me a Kleenex. A tissue. I like the ones with the lotion in them, and those are the ones I take to work. And in the wintertime, my nose gets so runny in the wintertime. I'm not sick, but going in and out from hot and cold makes my nose run. And so I'm constantly blowing my nose in the winter. And when I go to exercise classes, I'm like an old lady. I got a Kleenex stuffed in my pocket or in my sleeve, because especially if I do like burpees or anything where you're inverted, downward dog or whatever, it runs so bad. And as soon as I stand up, I have to blow my nose. It's just so awful. It's annoying. It is so annoying. So anyway, I'm almost out of Kleenex at work, but I do like the ones with the tissue in them. We have some in the supply closet, but it's like Scott tissues, and you can literally see through them. No lotion in sight, and they irritate my nose. So I like to get the ones with the little moisture drop in between the sheets. Puffs makes some Kleenex, whoever, I don't care. Puffs or Kleenex or whatever. I do buy the brand name of that because I do find a difference. Like, I tried the Walmart ones one time. I didn't like them. They were rough. They had a rough texture. I didn't like them, so I went back to Puffs and Kleenex. There are some things I will buy brand name of. I think everybody's kind of that way to a point. Although my grandfather wasn't. My mom's dad, wow. No. He would pinch a penny until Abe Lincoln screamed. That man wouldn't spend money on anything. But to be fair, both of my grandparents lived, they lived during the Depression. They were young adults when the Depression hit. And it, people that lived through that, it changed them. They really learned to, the value of a dollar. How did I get off on that? But no, my grandfather would not spend money on anything. If he could avoid it, he would not spend money on anything. He wouldn't buy tissues at all. He'd say that's a waste of money. Just use a handkerchief and you can wash it, which makes sense. Yeah, I get it. But it doesn't have the little drop of moisture, and I'm spoiled. I want my drop of moisture because my nose gets irritated. I'm spoiled. He would say I was spoiled rotten. He's probably right. I reckon I am. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, brand name stuff. There's soup. When it comes to tomato soup or chicken noodle soup, Campbell's is the only one I'll buy. I've tried some store brands, and they just don't taste as good. Canned green beans is another one. I buy Del Monte. I've tried store brands, and they just taste weird. They have a funny aftertaste, and green beans should not have an aftertaste. I like to eat them raw, too. When I was a kid growing up, we always had a big garden, and we grew a lot of green beans. And I would go out there and pick them and string them and just eat them like a damn Slim Jim, snap into it. Yeah, I eat them raw. They're good. I had something I wanted to say about New Year's resolutions. I know I've talked about it before. I meant to mention this the other day, and I forgot. And I heard this in a podcast, and it's a good way to look at it. If you're thinking about setting a New Year's resolution, think back to 2023, the year we just all lived through, barely. Think about that year. Think about, do you have any regrets? Like, is there anything you wish you had done more or less? Anything you look back like, yeah, I mean, I wish I had, I said I was going to read more, or I wish I had spent more time with this person, or I wish I had done this or that. If you have anything like that, you can make that your resolution for 2024. You could just say, well, I didn't last year, but I can make an attempt to try to do it this year. So it's, I don't know, just a random thought, but it keeps popping into my head, and I thought I wanted to mention that. So I wanted to mention that before I forgot it again. I don't really have anything like that for me, though. I don't. I mean, I've thought about it, like, do I have anything like that? I really don't. I feel pretty good about 2023. I feel like I did pretty well. They already got food trucks lining up out here. Got 3 of them out there already. There'll be more later. Sundays, food trucks all come out here if you ever want something fun for lunch. They have all different kinds of food trucks out there on Sundays. Not every Sunday, but it's going to be nice weather, so probably be several out there today. I won't be partaking, but yeah. I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to get back on track. Woo! I'm ready to eat some real food again. I really overindulged. Is there a spot right here? Oh, I never get to park here. They're like the personalized license plate. I think it was supposed to say Illinois, but they misspelled it. Maybe they had to, because Illinois why would you want Illinois on your license plate? I lived there for a year. I damn sure wouldn't want to be reminded of it every time I looked at my license plate. Maybe they had a better experience with Illinois than I did. No offense if you live in Illinois, but hot damn. I'm glad to be back here. Back where people don't have accents. No, I feel pretty good about 2023. I don't have any regrets. I don't feel like I do. I'm sorry I said that about Illinois. I just thought I hated Illinois. It's just me. I had a personal experience. If you read my story, River Road, it really had to do with the church and everything. Not the people. Actually, the people I met were great. And they liked the way I talked. They were interested in the way I talked. They thought the way I talked was cool. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I think the thing that makes me feel the best about 2023 is, well, 2 things really. I got the job that I have now, and I wasn't completely sure when I first took that job if I was making a good decision. I wasn't entirely certain. I mean, I wanted the job. I was glad I got it, but at the same time I'm thinking, is this really what I want to do? But it turned out to be a really good thing. So I feel really good about taking that job. I think it was a good decision to take that job. And also the fact that I got so much done on my story holiday. I know y'all are like, well, you just shut up about that story, and if you're not gonna share it with us, quit talking about it. It's long, okay? Let me tell you, I have I have a procedure on my lunch hour, not every day, but what I've been doing since I took this job, well, within about a month of starting this job, what I started doing was I would take my lunch hour at least 3 days a week, and I would eat really quick, and then I would sit down and work on writing the story. So I'd spend about 45 minutes on the story at least 3 times a week, sometimes more, depending on what I felt like doing. If I didn't feel like it, I didn't do it. but I have made a lot of progress on it. I just finished part 1 not too long ago and typed. So I'm typing it as I go. I have these notepads. I bought a big thing of notepads, like, not the legal size. They're like legal pads, but the letter size. I bought a big box of those from Amazon. And I just take one to work. And as soon as when I fill up one of the pads, I will take it. And then I use my lunch hour for a little bit to type it out. And so I have a Word document of this story. And I looked the other day, and part 1, there were going to be 2 parts to this story. Part 2 is not going to be as long. I don't I don't think. I could be wrong. Part 1 is 600 pages long, and that is 8.5 by 11 typed, single space. That's not double space. That is single space. It's 600 pages long. So it took a little while to type, to write and type all that. I haven't done it all at this job, but I've done a lot of it at this job. I've done at least half of it at this job, just since I started back in May. So I feel really good about that. I think that was a really great thing to do. And so I'm very proud of that. I mean, I've been proud of that. So, I mean, I don't really have anything. I have a sinus headache this morning, and it's every time I have to bend over or cough or anything, my head hurts. I took something for the pain, but it hasn't really kicked in yet. So I don't really have anything. I mean, I've thought about it. I don't know of anything that I wanted to do more or less of this past year. I mean, I feel pretty good about it. So I'm sticking to my regular New Year's resolutions to continue picking up trash and try to be less wasteful. And I'm going to write one thing a week that was good and put it in a little jar. I bought the little apothecary jars at Aldi. They're so cute. I got 2 of them, and they're not very big. The big one is like this tall, and the other one is like this tall. But it worked out perfectly because I can use the big one to put my papers in. And I was looking for some small decorative thing to put my Q-tips in the bathroom downstairs, because Marty has discovered he really likes Q-tips. And the thing I had him in was open, and he would jump up there when nobody was looking and grab a Q-tip and play with it and bat it around and then go get another one. So I needed a lid. I needed something with a lid on it. And he hasn't messed with them since then. And the toilet paper in the bathroom down there, I tried the Cozy, the Volkswagen Bus Cozy, and he got that out, and he shreds the toilet paper, the whole roll. Like if I had an extra roll on the back of the toilet, like on the tank, he would take it and shred it and just leave toilet paper everywhere. So I got a glass jar, like a cylindrical jar. It's like a candy jar with a lid on it. And put the Cozy on the toilet paper and put it down in the jar. He hasn't messed with it since. He has not touched it or even tried to get to it since then. So that seems to work. It looks a little strange. You walk in the bathroom and there's like this candy jar with toilet paper in it. Like, what the hell is that? It's to keep the cat out of it, but that way you still have access to toilet paper while you're in the bathroom if you need an extra roll. Because I can't put it in the cabinet, because if you put it in the cabinet, Boop will shred it. I have not been able to put toilet paper in the cabinet in that bathroom in a couple of years, because she will get in the cabinet and shred it. And she makes a bed out of it like a rat. She'll shred it like bedding and lay on it, because she's just a little demon cat. I don't know. Between the 2 of them, they're slowly destroying my house, and I have to keep modifying things to keep them from doing so. So, anyway, yeah, I made the video yesterday about my stalker. I had to demonetize it, though. Apparently, YouTube didn't like it. They said it had to, they were going to put limited or no ads. I just went ahead and demonetized it, because later they can always come back and say, you know what, actually, we're going to give you a strike for this because you didn't mark it for some obscure reason as having whatever, because they can do that. You can get a strike years after you posted a video. I just went ahead and demonetized it completely so they wouldn't do that. And it sucks, because for the most popular videos I've had on this channel, I've had to demonetize them because of like controversial shit. It's okay. I'm not worried. I ain't worried about it. It was just kind of like, that's kind of bullshit. But anyway, I know several people said, I don't like the cup holder videos because I want to be able to see you. Well, Yeah, I know, I know. I'm sorry. I hate to deprive you of my shining face, my makeup free, haggard ass face, but surely you understand why I do it. Now, you could just say, well, don't make videos, when you're driving to work. Okay, well, I could just make fewer videos. I could do that. Maybe it will just, take time to make videos the way I like them. I don't have a lot of free time. I really don't, and most people don't. Think about your life. You have all of your obligations. You have everything you have to do. Imagine having 2 YouTube channels on top of that. Full-time job, family obligations, you got kids at home, 2 YouTube, just right quick, add 2 YouTube channels to that. For one of them, you need to make 5 new videos a week. You need new content 5 out of the 7 days that week. You're going to need to find, and you work out 5 days a week, 6 days a week as well. 5 of them you're going to the gym, 1 you're working out at home. So I need you to just go ahead and tack on 2 channels to that right quick and manage those. And I want you to do them the way I want them. I don't want you to take any extra time you may have while driving and make a video, because I don't like the way you do it. There are always going to be demanding people. There are always going to be people who are unrealistic in their expectations. And I know that. So I'm not saying I don't understand that. I've been making YouTube videos now for 8.5 years. I do understand that. But every now and then I just feel the need to explain that, some things just are not possible. Like, I don't have a lot of free time. That lady's in a bathrobe and slippers, living her best life. Okay. It's Walmart. I don't know. What the hell do you expect at Walmart? You will see literally anything at Walmart. Oh, there's an Air Force veteran. He's got the hat on. Okay, sorry. My dad was in the Navy. He, the different branches of the military have different jokes about each other. And I was trying to think of what they said about the Air Force. I don't remember. I forget. Anyway. No, the Marines and the Navy have a good connection because they are related. I think that the Navy is like, no, what's an offshoot of the Marines? It's not the Navy. Is it the Air Force? Shut up, Mary. God. Okay, sorry. Here's what I just had this thought on the way here before I started this video. I had this thought and it made me start this video. I don't like your cup holder videos. That's why I'm going to start labeling them as such, and I'll make sure the thumbnail is just dark so you won't have the impression that you're going to see my shining face at any point. I'm going to label them cup holder convo, and I hate shortened words, but it seems to work. So I will use it in this instance. Cup holder convo will be at the very beginning of the title. Now that will indicate to you right away that that's what you're going to see if you click on this video. I try to do this with my other channel, but it doesn't always work. And people will say, I don't like this kind of video. Now, there's nothing wrong with that statement in and of itself. There's nothing wrong with saying, I don't like this kind of video. But when it starts to bug me is when you say, you make a lot of videos like this. You've started making these types of videos. I don't like them. And I really wish you would stop. I really wish you would make more of these kind of videos. So I don't know if I can keep watching your channel if you're going to keep making so many of these, because I don't like them. I look at it like this. Like, picture this channel as a bakery. It's actually kind of a nice thought. I like bakeries. So imagine this is a bakery, and you walk into my bakery. This is my bakery. And you walk in and you go, I don't like scones. I've just noticed that in your bakery, you've started making a lot of scones. I particularly don't care for scones. So I just wonder if you could make more cakes, because I like cakes. I mean, you have cakes, you do make them, but you're spending a lot of time lately making scones, and I just think that you need to stop wasting your time on scones and make more cakes, because I like cakes. Why do you make so many scones? Scones suck. I don't like them. They're crumbly. They're not sweet enough. Stop making scones. So that's how you come into my bakery. Probably gonna kick you out. Well, here's what I would tell you, and here's what I'm going to say, and I've had to say this to people on the other channel. Those scones are not for you. Those scones are for people who like scones, because believe it or not, other people come to this bakery too, and they are not here for cake. They are here for scones. So I am making scones for those people. You can come in and get cake whenever you like. There's lots of cake to choose from. The scones are for other people. And I've had to say this to people on the other channel. I hate it when you make these videos. Well, sweetie, I didn't make these videos for you. I made these for people who like them. These are not videos for you. You can, with all due respect, I don't mean any disrespect at all. I'm just trying to explain how this bakery works. There are products in here for everybody. Anybody can come in here and, make use of whatever. They can purchase whatever. They can enjoy whatever in here they like. I'm happy to have you. But you are probably not going to like everything in here. Like if I were to walk into a bakery, I'm not a big fan of pies. I never really have been. I don't like the texture of most pies. It's just not, it doesn't appeal to me. So I would not walk into a bakery and say, you really need to stop wasting your time making all these pies. I see you got apple, you got pecan and pumpkin, sweet potato. I don't want any of that. Why do you keep making them? Why don't you make more German chocolate cake? Because I really like that. Even carrot cake is okay, but why do you keep doing that? And the owner would look at you like you were nuts, and rightfully so, like, because other people shop here too, and that's why they're here, so they can come in and enjoy these pies. I guess I didn't make them for you. I spent my time making them because other people like them. But some people, it is amazing how self-absorbed some people are. Like, they truly cannot understand that. I had to deal with it more with my other channel when it was smaller, and people seem to think it was like their personal channel. Like, quit wasting your time making these videos. I've made a comment before that I didn't like these. Maybe you didn't see it. Maybe you'll see this comment. If you would reply, then I would know you saw it. So please do so. I don't like when you whisper. So you can just stop, because I don't like it. You need to do more soft-spoken stuff, because that whispering is garbage. You need to quit. So just reply to my comment so I know you saw it, because maybe you didn't see the other one. And when it was smaller, that was a real problem. It's not a problem so much anymore. And I don't have a problem with people telling me how they feel. I understand that. That's what a comment is about. You're making a comment. I understand that. I'm not saying don't tell me how you feel, but please do understand that, you're not going to like everything I do. And if I'm driving to work and I have a random thought and I decide to make a video about it while it's on my mind and while I have a few minutes, I don't see a problem with that. I don't know why that's a problem. There are channels I watch, and I don't like every video they make. I'll read the title and go, oh, I'm not interested in that subject. I just don't even click on it. Like, nah, never mind. I don't want to watch that. It doesn't interest me. I wouldn't then click on it and go, I hate it when you make videos about this topic. Because I understand that lots of other people subscribe to this person's channel. I understand that this may be something other people are interested in. Maybe they got requests to make this video. I understand that, because I know the world is not all about me. It doesn't revolve around me. I know that. A lot of people don't seem to know that. So anyway, I'm sorry. I know I keep talking about this. I'm sorry, but I don't know. Basically, the feedback I got about the cup holder videos was that people don't like them because they can't see my face, and they don't like looking at just like a black screen. Well, you don't have to look at it. You could just listen. But some people don't like that. They want the audio and the video to go with it. Because you want to be able to see the Walmart parking lot because it's so interesting. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen back there. Somebody could get shot. I don't know. I might get shot. I mean, I hope not. I don't want to. Anything could happen. You could see somebody do a cartwheel. Do a cartwheel. Shit. That would have been cool if he had done a cartwheel right then. Sorry. No, you never know what you're going to see when I'm driving around, but I mean, I don't know why it's that interesting, but people said they want to see my facial expressions. I do have a very expressive face. I would not be very good at poker because I'm not very good at hiding how I feel. Like, it just comes out on my face with her. Well, that sounded bad. That's what she said. No, I do show my expressions a lot. People say they like that. Well, I appreciate it. But I'm going to keep doing cup holder convos, but I will label them thusly so you'll know that that's what it is. What time is it? I got to get going. Shit, it's 11 o'clock. I got to go. I have shit I got to do. But, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and for being here. Yeah, I hope to never deal with another stalker. It was not fun. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But I am much more prepared if it ever happens again, and I'm prepared in multiple ways, if you know what I mean. So I'm not helpless. I'm not defenseless. I can handle things. I can protect myself. But hopefully it never happens again. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. So hopefully nothing will happen, because that would be the best outcome. But thank you so much for being here. I don't make videos every day. This has been an odd little period of time here. Some days I just don't feel like it. Some days I'm just tired and I just want to go sit down and do nothing for a little bit. And some days I just don't have anything to talk about. But I wanted to say the New Year's resolution thing and compare my channel to a bakery, because that really is an apt comparison in my opinion. You know, this is my bakery that you're in. You're not going to like everything that I have available, and that's all right. I mean, because, you know, I'm not Nutella. I can't please everybody. It's just not possible. So if you don't like the cup holder videos, don't click on them. And as I said before, if you click on them and then you proceed to complain about them, I'm going to block you, and you won't say anything else after that, because you shouldn't even be here. Well, this isn't one of them, but if it's a cup holder video and you don't like them, you shouldn't have clicked on it in the first place. You have to use a little bit of common sense. But if you can't use common sense and you still want to complain, then I will block you. I love you. I do. I want you to be happy in life. And if these videos aren't making you happy, then don't watch them, because I don't want to see anybody unhappy. If this channel doesn't make you happy, then please don't watch it anymore. So I'm going to go in here and get my Pepsis and my tissues with a little drop of lotion in between the sheets. And my older son wanted me to get some chicken too, so I'll get that too. But thank you so much for being here. I hope your weekend is going great, and I'll see you again soon.